A plan for supplementary income for all people looked at in terms of its goal, which is to build a community based on unity and diversity. The SiFA plan consists of 4 elements and is facilitated by development workers who are at the disposal both of the groups and of the individual people to help them to implement the plan. Let's look at each of these sections individually. The decision making uses a form of decision making called sociocratic decision making, whereby each person is expected to speak and to voice their opinion, and each person has the right to withhold consent of a particular marketable goods or service that they consider as unsustainable. In order for that consent to be accepted, they'd have to come up with very good reasons for that, and there would have to be an alternative to that particular product. In this way, each person in the plan gets to speak, voice their opinion, and also to help to fashion the final decision made by either giving their consent or withholding it. In that way, unity is built. Each person plays an equal role in that decision-making process. The second element is personal growth. Each person is likely to choose goods and services that they would personally like for their personal growth. In their process of personal growth, each has the possibility of getting the help of a social worker. And the idea there is for that person themselves, without pressure from the outside world, to determine how they can buy goods and services that help them to develop in their own special way. In my own personal experience of the last half century, both in putting this practice of personal growth into practice in my own life, but also helping other people to do it, I've found that within each of us there is a sense of energy that's built when we make the right decision. It's sometimes called following your passion. And as I make a decision in every minute of my life, I find that the decision either detracts from my energy and from my joy, or else helps to build my energy and my joy. And in that way, I find my way through my life, becoming a more and more developed human being, developing from the needs of childhood, and also of the physical needs, to my emotional needs, to my spiritual needs, until I come to a place of individuation and self and global citizenship. And in that point of global citizenship in my life, I found that the decisions I make are decisions that are both in my own personal interest, but I see my own personal interest completely. I also experience that as aligned with that of the rest of the world. In that way, the personal development of a human being begins to grow into a oneness with the rest of humanity, but also with nature. So that is how unity is built in the second aspect of the plan. The third aspect of the plan is a global marketplace where every human being has an account and where everybody is a consumer. And those that have products to sell can become traders if their products are sustainable, have been considered sustainable. Here, of course, the unity is already built into the marketplace, and the fact that everybody has a separate account. And the fourth aspect of the plan is a special income for each human being, which is equal for all. That one is created through the marketplace, which is dedicated to the sale of goods and services at the global level. It brings people together from every part of the world which normally would not have been trading together. And those extra goods and services which are traded in this marketplace, according to basic economic laws, it's possible to create a currency, a sort of a point system that allows people to trade between the different elements of the system. That's called a currency. Peter Koistra called it the UN dollar, and he said it would be sort of the value of the UN dollar would be approximately that, similar to that of the US dollar, being a global currency. So everybody, the marketplace would be evaluated by experts in terms of how many extra goods and services that marketplace was making possible, and the value of those goods and services. And according to the value of those goods and services, the experts would then create that amount of extra UN dollars. And these UN dollars would be spent in different ways. They'd be spent first to build a marketplace, secondly, to make sure that there's a fund to counter any inflation or deflation, and thirdly, it would pay the debts of the developing countries. The remainder of that amount of currency left would then be divided amongst all people as a basic income, which each would receive at the beginning of each financial year according to this plan. And they would then be able to choose sustainable goods and services that they themselves would like to buy on the marketplace with the help of the development workers if they choose it, and from goods that have been considered sustainable through the work of all of the basic small groups who have created a global list of sustainable market goods and services. The basic income would also be a unifying element, because each person would get an equal basic income, and everybody would also be contributing to the whole, to the making it possible excuse me, for the goods and services to be marketed and to actually take place. And so this market would be run because everybody would be able to spend their personal income in the marketplace on agreed goods and services. In this way, the SiFA plan creates a system of unity and diversity, which ranges from the well-being and the development of the individual, expands to their community groups, where together they make the decision as to which goods and services they'd like to see, expands further into the marketplace, which unites all people. In this way, both from the individual level through to the global level, this SiFA plan would build unity in diversity, and eventually, as a system, would create a community that takes over from the old system, which would be based on unity and diversity. Thank you.
Good morning or good afternoon.
Good morning. I'm trying to switch off the.
Whoop, wait a minute, I don't hear you. You're muted. You're muted.
I'm sorry. I can't.
You're still muted. There you go. There you go. Oh, no, you just muted again. Oh, there you go.
I can't switch off the video. I just made it on the QuickTime player,
Uh-huh.
What do I do?
Uh, and the QuickTime. I be honest, I have no idea about QuickTime.
um, so I'm not sure how to do that. It was
Okay, let me find out. Hold on. Uh, Perplexity. Okay. Um, what's your problem that you can't find the recording
I've
or
just done it. I've just done it, and I'm trying to switch it off.
oh okay
It's still recording.
okay. There's a menu bar. In the menu bar there
Oh
should be a
right.
stop button.
Okay. Let's see. Um,
Or you can use command plus control plus escape.
okay. Let's see if that's done it. No, it's still continuing.
Okay. Did you try the command plus control plus escape button simultaneous?
Command, Control, and Escape, and the return button, right? Oh,
No.
the
Just
escape button.
command, control, escape. You have to press all three at once.
Let's see if that's escape. Yeah. Let's see. It's still moving. Let's see if I can find the stop. Let's see under File, New Screen, Open, Close, Export, Close. Let's see if that does it. Save. Okay. Save.